All right, got to get a shot of these rooms and how spacious they are without these large furniture items in them. And I realized at one time in my life, I just have to point this out for those of you who are watching and going, she's lost it, that at one time in my life, I could not have imagined doing what I'm doing right now. My relationship to the things in my life has changed completely. Through a process of becoming aware of the beliefs that I had about what it meant to hold on to things, get rid of things, move on from things, etc. So what I'm going to show you with utter joy and awe and appreciation has come through many days, probably over the course of several years, but mainly in an accelerated fashion over the last year and a half, where I have been willing to look directly at the truth of what I was believing about the things in my life and what I owned and had and what it meant about who I was, and coming to a clear space of knowing that everything in my world right now I created from a place inside me, the place that chose to believe the thoughts that came into my consciousness and selected certain thoughts to believe and acted upon those beliefs. And that equally, as long as I have that consciousness, I can create again from a new set of beliefs if I'm willing to recognize that choice and let go of what may be in the way of making those new choices. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the space, and also kind of just notice the process of taking things apart and how it doesn't have to be tragic. It can be filled with release and relief and a sense of gratitude. So here's the first room. This is where I once proudly displayed my chairs that I had bought, and haven't done the walls yet, the dismantling. So there's the gift from my friend, the photographer, Eugene Chan, celebrating the new growth of this space. And little did I know how deep and profound that message would be delivered to me. But here's that space where there once was so much, and those are the contents of my file cabinet. It's all music, teaching materials, things I created. I remember creating every piece of paper in every file folder in there, and that was my attempt with passion and diligence to teach to the best of my ability based on what I knew at the time. I now pride myself on not using written music at all in my playing. Keeping the keyboard, that's easy to take home. Here's the next room. Love this poster from Nike Town back in the day in Chicago when it first opened, and my brother got me this. And it says, "I've always had those little goals that I've worked toward. They add up." And that's a quote from Stacey Allison, the first American woman to climb Mount Everest. And now as I look at that, kind of sums up what I believed life was all about. And we talk about that, right? Goals, getting toward the top, getting to the next goal, adding up. We don't tell people once you get to the top of your Mount Everest how you have to come down to climb it again or to choose another summit to climb. We just speak of the glory of standing on that summit and how the view is from there. How do you get down? That's what I'm living through now and trying to show you with joy and compassion. There's my degrees on the wall. Interesting. They always sat behind me. It was like the pretend that this was a doctor's office. It's my medical degree right there. I haven't really ever gotten this on film. It's kind of interesting. Maybe I have. I don't know. There it is. There's my little Harvard degree. Woo. My shredder. These are the contents of the lateral file cabinet, which is the space I'm standing in right now, right here. And my desk was right there. God, I remember laying on the floor of this room 2.5 years ago and just dreaming about what all the furniture I needed to buy to fill this space, and now there we go. Again, I think I'll keep some of the files from there, but a lot of it I just frankly don't even know what's in there and haven't looked at. And here's an interesting thing. I just gave away the file cabinets to the movers who came to take the consignment furniture, and I have two, let me just talk about this. I have two lateral file cabinets in my home, plus a 4-drawer conventional file cabinet filled with things, like especially the conventional one. I haven't looked at them since circa 1998. I have had that since medical school. I used to think that it was the most important thing to move around my files. Woo! And I guess now we've moved into a digital age where the analog of, lateral file cabinets is your external hard drive. So now I've upgraded to the 750 gig external hard drive. So smaller, compact, but still we cling to our files. But now it's like my relationship to paper is a lot different, because I'm just like, what is the point of that? We just cling to it as an idea. So I'll be going through those this afternoon. I wanted to show just one more corner, and that's the corner where the piano once was. There we go. And this is the contents of my office, kind of reduced down. I'm going to be going through that and sorting it into donations to Goodwill. I like stickies on the wall. And then this little pile is things to take home. I don't even know what's in that pile right now. Things to take home, and then the throwaway. So that's how I'm going to be spending this afternoon. Tomorrow I put on some great music. I treated myself to a cafe au lait. I'm going to try to eat a nice lunch so I'm not starving. And I'm going to try to tackle this today and tomorrow. That's sort of my project. Feels good, people. Don't believe any tragic stories that you hear about getting rid of stuff and what it means and all of that. Don't buy more containers to store your stuff if you don't need it. It's like how I ended up with all my file cabinets. Liberate. It's great. And practice seeing what it's like to let go and take things apart, not just build them. It's good practice. Have a good one.